Kashi, Banaras, Varanasi, the land of Shiva. Come, let me take you to the city where life and death are equally celebrated. Varanasi, a place full of stories, temples, peace, divine energies, and blessings. Before coming here, I have read about the temples from here having different stories back to ancient times. All those stories felt so alive. It felt wonderful to know how different gods or divine personalities have been protecting the city as well as blessing the people coming to visit. I am on the way to some of the significant temples of Kashi to experience different energy forms and seek blessings. This is Mani Mahadev temple. This place has approximately 150 lingams of Shiva. This is the temple of Gavalamma, meaning the goddess of shells. She is considered to be the sister of Shiva. By offering her shells and taking one of those shells back home, she will let Shiva know that we are in Varanasi. This is Tulsi Manas Mandir, where Tulsi Das used to live long ago. You will see the text of Sri Ram Charit Manas on all the walls of the building. Also, there is a puppet show in the first floor of the characters of Ramayana and Mahabharata. This is the most powerful Sankat Mochan Hanuman temple. We are now at Kala Bhairava temple. If you do not visit this temple, then your trip to Varanasi is considered to be incomplete. The temple is beautifully decorated with flowers from inside. Kala Bhairava is the fiercest form of Shiva and the protector of Varanasi. As you walk around the temple, you will find holy men seated with a fan made of peacock feathers. They will wave it on the pilgrims to reduce the punishments that we receive in hell. This is Mrityunjay Mahadev temple, meaning the conqueror of death. There is an ancient well in the temple with water having medicinal properties. We will be offered with a glass of water to drink. It is believed that this water cures all our diseases. This is Varahi Devi Temple. Varahi Devi is the night patrolling god of Varanasi. She protects the city for the entire night and comes back in the morning. So the temple will be open for only 3 to 4 hours in the morning so that the Devi can rest for the rest of the day. Traveling solo has given me time to interact with many other fellow travelers. Especially, it was amazing to see how foreigners are loving and enjoying our culture.
Namaste, Har Har Mahadev. My name is Heather. I'm from the United States. I've been here in Varanasi for about 5 days visiting and absolutely loved it. It is a very, very spiritual, energetic, beautiful place filled with temples and ceremonies and burning grounds. Very beautiful and amazing, and I definitely suggest coming to visit.
Thank you, Heather.
You're welcome.
I have also been to this place called Jantar Mantar at the Shashwamedh Ghat. It is an exhibition of the history and culture of Varanasi. This place is worth visiting because of the laser show that explains the story of how Ganga came onto earth. I have also visited the ashram of Anandamayi Ma, the enchanting female saint. There is another unique place to visit, the ashram of Aghoris, Baba Kinaram Sthal. Sunrise and Subah-e-Benares at Assi Ghat early in the morning. Witnessing this combination has calmed my mind. Subah-e-Benares starts with morning aarti to River Ganga and a beautiful Indian classical music event. Varanasi is the city of music. Wherever you go, there is definitely a touch of classical music showcasing our true culture. Ganga. Now you get the actual vibes of Varanasi with the view of all the ghats from the middle of the river Ganga. Boating early in the morning is a great choice to experience the peace and purity of the place. Speaking of Ganga, the most awaiting moment was Ganga Arati. It is a magnificent ceremony performed along the ghats by seven learned Brahmins offering prayer to Ganga with five elements of nature. It was a visual treat to be there.
पावन हो गंगा में डूब नहाए मन रावण जो लहरों में तूने बहाए हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर हर गंगे गंगे हर हर गंगे हर
Taking bath in Ganga is considered as the holiest thing to do. It felt like playing in mother's lap. It is believed that taking dip in Ganga removes all our sins. I don't know if it's true, but I believe that when we willingly pray and ask her, the water cleanses the negative energies residing in the body and mind like fear, hatred, greed. Water has its own intelligence. A cup is useful only when it is empty, and a mind that is filled with beliefs, with dogmas, with assertions, with quotations is really an uncreative mind, said Jiddu Krishnamurti, a well known philosopher, speaker, and spiritual figure of the 20th century. I am now at J. Krishnamurti Foundation Study Center at Rajghat. The foundation is built on the banks of river Ganga. This is J. Krishnamurti's study center building, where JK used to stay during his visits to Krishnamurti Foundation School in Varanasi. Videography and photography is strictly prohibited inside the building. The study center has J. Krishnamurti's room, his bed, his books, audio recordings, a spacious hall to meditate or read. Mr. Arvind Shukla from the foundation building has guided me throughout my time there. People who follow JK's teachings visit this place and stay in the cottages with prior booking to spend time in self exploration. This place is just to sit and do nothing. It is a wonderful way of self study. I often feel that JK's teachings are unique, that increase our curiosity to dive deeper into self, which is the very foundation for self inquiry. He gives importance to spending time with self alone and observe without any evaluation. It was a great privilege to have visited this place. I have spent extremely peaceful time sitting in Krishnamurti's room and also spending time alone out in the nature. This time I have chosen to stay in a travel hostel, which is the safest and probably the only option available for solo travelers in Varanasi. I have stayed in a female dormitory at Vanda station. The hostel is beautifully arranged with a lot of artwork. It also has a rooftop restaurant with a wonderful view of River Ganga. Now, this is the most amazing part of my journey. It's like you read a book, you start thinking of some of the divine characters and places involved in that book, and you're suddenly there, physically present in those places. Your life just starts feeling magical. This is Lahiri Mahashaya, the greatest enlightened being I have known from the book Autobiography of a Yogi. He was the direct disciple of Mahavatar Babaji. He was the guru of Sri Paramahamsa Yogananda's parents and the guru of Yogananda's guru, Sri Yukteswar Giri. These holy men walked on the land of Varanasi. I am at Lahiri Mahasya's Samadhi temple. We are now at Lahiri Mahasya's Samadhi. It contains sacred soil from Mahavatar Babaji's cave and ashes of Lahiri Mahasya's holy body. This place is also the house of Shibendu Lahiri, the great grandson of Lahiri Mahashaya. He mostly stays out of India. If you are lucky enough, you may find him in this house. There is also Mahavatar Babaji's cave temple with a dedicated space for meditation. We are now at Lahiri Mahashaya's house. This house remains closed for the entire year and opens only on Guru Purnima. There is something very special about this place. Reading about Lahiri Mahashaya and visiting his house directly felt like a true blessing. We are now heading towards the place where Gautam Buddha has delivered his first teachings post-enlightenment, Sarnath, 10 kilometers away from Varanasi. This is Damek Stoop, the exact location where Buddha delivered his first teachings to his first 5 disciples. Sarnath also has many Buddhist monasteries. A sapling from the original Bodhi tree has been planted here. Every day has been a different journey and new learnings from this place. This is one of those where I have visited the three most significant places of worship. The first is the Shakti Peeth Kashi Vishalakshi temple. This is where one of the body parts of Devi Sati has fallen down and is one of the 51 Shakti Peeths in India. Devi Sati is the consort of Lord Shiva and the previous incarnation of Devi Parvati. Maybe I was too lucky on that day. I was given the garland offered to Shakti Peeth Vishalakshi Devi and the priest asked me to wear it. I was excited to have it on me the whole day. The second place is Annapurna Devi temple, the goddess of food. She is one of the forms of Parvati Devi. You can collect rice grains from that temple and mix it with the rice grains in your house. It is believed that this will bring abundant food into your house. Shiva, that which is not, the god of void dimension. He is the main reason behind my visit to Varanasi. I have visited the main Kashi Vishwanath Mandir and took his blessings. I already have gone to the temple the previous day and attended the 2 a.m. Mangal Arati and had the blessing of directly touching the Shivling. The lanes of Benares are too narrow and confusing. Every street is colorful and covered with attractive paintings on the walls and many shopping stalls. Yet I found peace in the midst of this confusion. Every lane that I walked, every person that I met, every ghat that I watched carried a unique energy. It felt like the place itself was happening from the universal energy. The calmness in the noise, the stillness in the confusion, the emptiness in the midst of the crowd. This place welcomes you into the grace of Shiva.
कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं
हर हर शंभु शंभु शिव महादेव शंभु शंभु शिव महादेव हर शंभु शंभु शिव महादेव शंभु शंभु
Shiva, the unmanifest dimension beyond life and death. Prakriti or Shakti, the endless manifestation between the cycle of life and death. Shiva means the dimension of non existence or nothingness. It is said that the dimension of Shiva starts when the life ends in this world, and that is why they say cremation ground is the place where Shiva stays. The ashes from the cremation ground are used for his worship. This is to depict the truth of life and the temporary nature of this world. Manikarnika Ghat. It is the main cremation ground in Varanasi where the bodies burn 24/7 every single day. Standing in the cremation ground and watching the bodies burn also burns some of the compulsive aspects within ourselves. It shows that no matter what we do or what we run behind, this is going to be the ultimate destination for every single being. This thought brings a sense of peace and freedom within the self that says, it is okay with the things around us not being perfect. Everything that is troubling you will not be there one day. Every struggle that you go through will come to an end one day. Everything that you think as you will ultimately disappear one day. It is said that when one dies in Kashi, one attains moksha or liberation from the cycle of life and death. Such a place is Kashilabh Mukti Bhavan, a hotel where people check in to die in the belief of attaining mukti or liberation. This hotel provides accommodation to those who are left with only 2 weeks of life, either due to any disease or old age, and the final rites will be performed by the hotel staff. In case the person is alive post 2 weeks, he or she will be asked to leave the place. I had the opportunity of visiting this place and talking to the caretaker of this hotel. Every day, Ramayana Mahabharata stories are narrated in the morning and evening to make the patients feel better in their last days. Videography is strictly prohibited inside this place. I didn't have any expectation before starting my journey to Varanasi. I just wished that I received the place well. And yes, I did it. Because I felt that I was not in Varanasi, but Varanasi was in me.